We have put out a question for hashtag Your Voice Africa. Today's question says Ghana has postponed the planned visit by South African President Cyril Ramaphosa. Do you think this was the right decision? And what message does it send about relations between Ghana and South Africa? Share your thoughts with me in the comments or send a voice note on our WhatsApp line. That's +27 83 288 6684. Your voice matters. Let Africa hear you. And Africa has been hearing you. I mean, we've just spoken to our correspondent in Ghana who spoke about how things need to simmer in the wake of what has been transpiring here in South Africa. And of course, talk around a Ghanaian who was allegedly killed here in South Africa, although it has been dismissed that he wasn't killed because of xenophobic tensions, but of course, investigations are still underway. But looking at your comments that are really trickling in, Toko Chika Wanda says, "No man is an island. Keep it up, Ghana. They must even completely cancel it." Kidius Manda says, "There's no smoke without fire. Something is about to happen, and South Africa's government is afraid. Now just watch the space." And Nhlema Goodman says, "This is a very good decision. All other African countries should do the same. They will know the consequences of their actions." And Harrison Mountain Piri says, "I am in support of it. In fact, all African presidents should emulate Ghana's president." Chimwemwe Laughter Mwa Fulirwa says, "This is awesome. Bravo, Ghana. Bravo, real Africa. Still wants what in Ghana? It's bilateral relations, and it was a planned visit for the 4th to the 7th of August, Chimwemwe. And he should find no place to go. He should move nowhere to whose country. Let him distribute those many jobs which were left by foreigners to his people. I second the decision made by Ghana." This is Precious Makwere. Daniel Galatia Austin, "Very good, Ghanaian president." Okay. Thank you very much. I mean, there is a lot of comments here coming in. Alina Maseko, "Good job, Ghana." Cedric Chapuka, "They did well." Hilele, helele, hele. Miracle says, "Good, nice, go ahead." And some voice of reason, Akido Minaj Mwanyali, "We need each other." We do, Akido. I agree with you, especially given the context of why things have spiraled out of control like this. I mean, the big message from government and authorities, President Cyril Ramaphosa, is that no violence will be condemned, no vigilantism, no xenophobia, no elements of criminality will be condoned. But if you are in South Africa undocumented, that's illegal. It's a crime. And then Thomas Watterson Anna saying, "Most South Africans, they think South Africa is heaven." Well, perhaps to a certain extent, Thomas. Thank you so much for engaging. Thank you for sharing your views. I'm going to read just a few more here. Hassan Yassin says, "It's a good decision. I wish Africa countries must not allow him to visit their countries to teach him something." Okay, what lesson must he learn, Hassan? And then Dixon Macheso saying, "Viva Ghana. How can father go to visit the parents where he knows that on his kids are busy beating and hating his friends' kids?" Yes, I agree. No violence. I mean, that is completely unacceptable. And anyone who is found to be pushing such a narrative, violence, xenophobia, all of that stuff, I mean, the law will take its course. It's something that we've heard repeatedly. Thank you so much for engaging this topic as we continue, of course, on the same topic, but looking at aspects from a different country, Mozambique this time. I don't know if you've seen it. A video circulating on social media has drawn attention to rising tensions between citizens of Mozambique and South Africa. The footage shows a confrontation at a venue in Ponta do Ouro, where a group of South African tourists were reportedly chased away by locals, shouting "Tlhelelani Mzansi," meaning "go back to South Africa." This incident has sparked widespread debate online, with many linking it to the recent protests against undocumented foreign nationals in South Africa. Analysts are suggesting that such tensions may reflect broader regional frustrations, including concerns over safety, economic competition, and the treatment of foreign nationals. To discuss this further, we're now joined on the line by Solomon Mondlane, a Mozambican political figure, journalist, and a member of the National Alliance for Free and Autonomous Mozambique, ANAMOLA. A very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. Welcome.
Good evening, Mpho. Thank you so much for hosting me on your lovely show. Thank you.
Thanks. It's a pleasure to have you. What was your reaction when you first saw the video from Ponta do Ouro?
Mpho, before maybe I respond to your question directly,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I need to say this. When we are dealing with this issue, we need to be sober-minded.
Mm-hmm.
We need to understand that the level of hate amongst the people from the two nations being South Africa and Mozambique and other African countries is at a level which we need to understand whatever reactions that comes from them. But to answer your question, I was a bit disturbed, though I had to be calm and understand the background of such acts, and to also say to myself, we are still going to experience this from certain quarters of our countries, whether it can be Mozambique, it can be Zambia, it can be wherever. We're still expecting such reactions from different nations towards
Mm-hmm.
South Africa. But again, as leaders, we need to be 2 steps ahead of the situation in trying to bring a solution
Yeah.
into this crisis. This is the crisis we're facing.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially given that Ponta de Ouro depends heavily on South African tourism. Could incidents like this damage local businesses and the wider Mozambican tourism industry as we, yes, on one end, understand the emotions driven by such incidents, but then on the other end, also try and get a understanding on the legal requirements in South Africa when it comes to documentation. You can't just jump into someone's house and they don't know who you are. You have to announce and it has to be documented.
Mpho, I said when I started dealing with this issue, we need to be sober-minded.
Yeah.
You have said it right. Ponta do Ouro and other areas of our country, mainly going towards the north to Velankulu, starting from Maputo, Bilen, Velankulu. We depend mainly on South African visitors coming to our country to explore our oceans, the culture, and everything that Mozambique gives. But at this moment, really, it will be a challenge because we are concerned also about the safety of South Africans who will be coming there. Mpho, the issue of documentation, not documentation, we need to treat it very carefully because at the end of the day, not only undocumented foreigners were targeted, even those who were documented. But to having said all that, Mpho, look at my case. I'm from two nations. My mother is from Eastern Cape in South Africa. Xhosa, she's a Mpho. And I'm born in Mozambique by a Mozambican father. Now, how do I enter into South Africa and who decides where do I belong? Who has a right for me when to live, when to stay? I've got kids born from South African mothers, whom some of them were taken by the orders of Minister Lindiwe Zulu, who wrote a letter, which I still have as evidence, to say, Solomon, a flight risk, you cannot have your children with you after the death of their mother, who is a South African, and decided to take my children to the. So the issue of documented, not documented, who's supposed to be in South Africa, we need the governments to start now saying, let's work on our immigration policies.
Absolutely.
Let us know line do we take in all these issues? Because as of now, there is breaking news that says it is unconstitutional to not allow asylum seekers to appear even in court and present their case. So
Yes,
you see, South Africa has laws which even the interpretation of them is difficult for the South African citizens themselves.
absolutely.
Yes, I agree. Mpho. South Africa, like our President Venancio said, is under pressure. The economy of South Africa,
Mm.
everybody's running in a pastures. The whole Africa is in South Africa, and we understand really the pressure that is in South. But after all what has happened, how then do we bring South Africa back to its glory? Because South Africa, we like it or not, has accommodated African people who have
Yeah,
lived
yeah.
with South Africa. We cannot just point fingers at South Africa while the rest of fingers are pointing back at us to say,
Solomon, I wish we had more time. I mean, there's a lot to ventilate here, but you've raised very important issues, especially around refining and ensuring that the policy on paper is implemented and well understood by all when it comes to the immigration issue. Solomon Mondlane, a Mozambican political figure, journalist, and member of the National Alliance for a Free and Autonomous Mozambique, ANAMOLA. Thank you so much for your time.
The conversations